This is Lisa Luciard with the best-selling book, Our Need to Give to the World, and I have many books. I'm a presidential consultant. I've been a president consultant for years. In 2011, I said to check every office in the government, but treat them with a swift, fine comb and understanding. But I agree with President Trump. He had to call Putin. He had to bring peace with Putin and Zelensky. However, we're overlooking one thing, and I want to show you and continue that I agree. I think we should support Zelensky and at the same time bring negotiations in this war with Putin. But Putin is supplied by North Korea. And look at, let's come over here to the write-up here on the computer. See, here's the North Korean leader. He is supplying missiles and troops. Just the North Korean leader just supplied Kim Jong. He supplied 1,000 troops to Russia just recently. But look at North Korea launches strategic cruise missiles to show of nuclear deterrence. This is bad. And this North Korea fires strategic cruise missiles in the Yellow Sea in demonstration of the Pyongyang's nuclear deterrent capabilities. And this is what we have to take in consideration. Did you see that? Nuclear capabilities. And I told you about this, that Russia has problems with other countries that are the most treacherous that they could be. And this has to be taken in consideration, and we need to support Zelensky. And we need to go back to the table and realize that this is a cultural difference. And also the media brings problems with President Trump in his beautiful negotiations. They bring problems to the media, brings problems to President Trump in the beginning when he was speaking to Putin. And now we need to come together with this truth. And President Trump wants respect, and I believe he should have respect. I agree with him. However, we need to realize this is a cultural difference too. But I think this could be worked out because President Trump is a master negotiator. That's one of his great gifts. And the Spirit of the Lord told me this when I asked why was he supposed to be president before 2016. It's in my book. I showed a man, I think he was in Texas. Yeah, Texas, right. And I was trying to get a job with him. It was in Texas, right side out of Fredericksburg. And he was a very sophisticated man, and his wife and his family were lovely. And he was shocked. He said, there's President Trump's name before he became president, because the Spirit of the Lord told me that's what he chose, because he's a businessman. It's important to be a diplomat, okay? But it's important to be a businessman and to negotiate for the present, because there's geopolitical powers. I'm a geopolitical specialist, not the top, not with military, but I'm the top of helping them in the beginning and now. And so I want to tell you that we need to come together and pray. Number one, okay, because we do have the Continental Congress Prayer of 1774. And I'm so glad they intimated that when they said the prayer at a meeting, and also with our beautiful J.D. Vance. I wish I could have been at that national prayer meeting, that Catholic national prayer meeting. But because I do have spiritual experiences, so many have not accepted. So usually when you're Catholic, if you have questions about your spirituality, they don't accept it until a certain time. But I'm so grateful that J.D. Vance did go to that meeting. I wish I was at the prayer meeting, but I've been praying for J.D. Vance and President Trump and Zelensky and everyone. And it's working because they're the one that use the ideas on my idea. And I have almost 600 views. I know it's only a few for most people, but I'm just a consultant helper, okay? A humble helper. And you know, they use my ideas about using commodity and not military force, but negotiation of land rights, easements, and business. And this is what they were doing. We need to come back to the table, President Trump, honey. Okay? And we need to come back to the table, and you too, honey, you need to come back. You know, I'll never forget one thing I did learn from a man, okay, is that he says you get more bees with honey. And that's what President Trump was doing, really. He's protecting his country too. You have to be translucent. And I agree. And they won't admit that I'm so translucent because they try to hide my ideas. And I got in trouble because I'm not translucent. I'm not translucent to them, you know, to their boundaries. I'm translucent to the truth. And I'll never forget, I made a song up in Arizona years ago, like 2-3 years ago, and I was trying to get him on President Trump's side and show that I got the balls, because it was at a golf ball place in Manana, Rancho Manana. And they're beautiful people, work night and day, our legacy, beautiful people. And so I made a song for him, and it was sarcastic, but I did it. And I said that I got the balls, you know, I got the golf balls, I got the balls, you don't got the balls. Because they weren't pushing up. I told them we have problems. We need to vote President Trump in. We need to protect our country when Biden and Kamala were in. We need to protect the borders. And I got in trouble for it. I had a lot of backlash and torture, you know, in many ways, biowarfare and other things, and poison but I was blessed to get through it. But President Trump was chosen as a negotiator in the beginning before 2012. And Zelensky is chosen, obviously. Okay? So these men need to work together and get back to the table. And President Trump can and will, because he knows how to negotiate. And I know how to negotiate too. Okay? I'm there at the side of President Trump helping. I'm the one, that was my idea about using the commodities. Now let's go back. Okay, this is serious stuff here. Now, I'm just flabbergasted. North Korea launches strategic cruise missiles in show of nuclear deterrence. North Korea is helping Putin. Do you understand? They're trying to warn us, okay? We have to be careful. Of this. North Korea has condemned the arrogance of United States and vowed the close cooperation between Washington and Seoul. And this is terrible. And why don't you think that he wouldn't give them to, if he's just using them for himself? Why do you think that he wouldn't give them to Putin? Now, come on, let's work together here. And Russia, you know, you have to treat Putin with a delicate glove, okay? A very delicate glove, which President Trump did. President Trump did. And number one, we need to pray. Number one. And George Washington had a vision when he was on the war land of a lady, a beautiful, beautiful lady helping and guiding him. And we think it's Mary. And that's what we need to do. Just like our sweet, beautiful, beautiful First Lady. She did such a beautiful job. I saw she made a big party. It was so beautiful. I used to do parties, and she reminds me in a lot of ways as Mary, the reflection of Mary. And so she did a beautiful job of the party for everybody and made sure it was so beautiful. And I know that she prays. And I pray that she helps us continue to pray. And all mothers and all women and all men need to ask Mary for guidance. But I want to show you this. We need to realize that Putin will come and get all the areas he is in very serious issues, okay, with. Now here it is right here. This is what I wrote in the beginning. Excellent news. I'm a political consultant under the team of President Trump and the people first, and also the nations first for humanity. See this negotiation here with Ukraine and Russia? I pray that Ukraine comes to the table. But your sister, Lisa Luciard, wrote in her book about what to do for negotiations about war. U.S. and Russian officials agree to explore the economic investment opportunities that arise for their countries from an end to the war in Hurricane. After talks in Saudi Arabia with my friend, I've always asked to meet him and work with him, that would amount to a tectonic shift in Washington's approach to Moscow. And this is very important. And that's what I said. I'm so excited. My name's Lisa Luciard. I'm so excited. And here it is. This is my work. Lisa Luciard been working before 2007. And I wrote this book on our need to give the world heal, American love, and God. But this book right here is the recent book, God First, America, Our Miracle. Vote freedom, vote Trump. But voting President Trump is voting the American people first. And here's the documentation of what was said that needed to be said. So let's get on it right here. This is the book. Okay, here it is. We have adopted false philosophies and false political ideologies that have destroyed much of our America. We can see that our country's condition is in. Things will happen before and after president election. I have a divine command and I received. And now I see, while writing this on October the 12th, 2024, that others believe the contradictions in all ways of life. And here we are, God, our past government, not God. Wasn't God. Our past government wasn't God first. Socialistic, and our country went downhill. It was very socialistic, communistic. And this was the plan, I believe, to bring America down under the Democratic regime. They were shocked when President Trump got in 2016. And that is why they stole the vote in 2020. They wanted to take control and look at the list of controls and man-made ideas that I have in this book. I have told you this for years now. A plan. Obama destroying America to 2 years. America, two years of socialistic stealing. 2 years of socialistic stealing. Two presidential positions of 8 years of socialistic stealing. In 2020 election, they stole the CCP virus, Afghanistan CCP vaccination, mandatory vaccinations, death to U.S. World Health Control, attempts to World Economic Control, and attempts lockdowns. But we
look at it's blacking it out. I'm
Russia
sorry.
and Hurricane could have negotiation in 2022, but Putin wanted to negotiate. Democrats made money on the war tools since Hurricane has commodities. So with money we spent on Hurricane war, we could have helped all the homeless in USA, as our beautiful RFK told us. Israel and Hamas, Hezbollah and Iran, we are protected by Netanyahu. Israel's our brother, and we need to realize this. They're a secret group of communist regimes and geopolitical powers that knew that the U.S. could help Israel that they promoted the protesters, bringing down the morale and unity of USA. Hamas and America, when Hamas used Palestinians as a war shield and a psychological tool for the entire world, and to bring the deep heart trouble and the wounds in America. We need to realize they printed the most money than any other country. America did in the history under Biden and Kamala in USA, and the greatest debt we ever had, in history, also used the savings of President Trump's CCP virus money, Biden and Kamala. Today, we could make a mediation today. We can make a mediation of, together, God has promised us a new covenant. Let us stop the wars against Americans, and also the international front. Bring together negotiation. Let us stop the international debt of war and bring peace. The war between Russia and Ukraine continue because of money. We wanted to make military tools. We need to stop this now. With the money we spent in Russia, it could have paid all the entire life of the homes for the homeless. We need to bring commodities and
Here it is.
tools.
Bring commodities and tools.
We can as leaders work to bring new paradigms.
Yes.
Peace in the world of global powers of geopolitical
Yes.
urgencies with strategic negotiation commodities, lands, contracts, and
There it
any
is.
gift a country can trade, even easements of passageway of land and territory, wars against people inside their country. That's the answer on page 214 on the book God First.
There it is. There it is. Did you see that? With commodities and
America are miracle, and God First. Nations are miracle.
by using, see right there, business, commodities, land, contracts, any gift, and even trade in the country's easements, because this is geopolitical urgencies, and we need strategic negotiation, and that's what President Trump was doing. And the peace in the world, one of the newscasters did say today, President Trump wants to bring peace in the world. We never had war when President Trump was in, okay? And I'm saying this, you think I'm just saying it to protect President Trump. I am because I'm responsible. That was a divine command. But then at the same time, I was told that when something's not right or it needs to be changed, higher justice, that you speak up, which I have, whether they listen or not, because he is my brother, and I have to tell my brother what I feel and what I have justice of facts, and he's the boss. He decides, he's the president. But peace in the world, we've never had war with President Trump in any of these things. Now let's go back. Now be patient now, be patient, because I have to get the map out. And here's my first book. My first book, Our Need to Give to the World, it's a classic book that tells what's going to happen in the future. So let's see, I need to get a map to show you. And I'm sorry, because I'm sorry, excuse me, that excuse me, because I'm doing this all just like if you guys were all together, and together, if you were together with me here at a table and we're just having dinner, okay? So there's Russia, okay? I wish I had a better map, but here's Russia, okay? Russia, and here's China. Oh, it's better now, okay? Here's Russia, there's China, okay? They're together, okay? They're together. And I just saw Magnolia, Mongol, years and years ago, that they killed 11% of the population years and years ago when they were in power. And so that's the mentality, unfortunately, okay? But there's China, there's Russia. They're friends, okay? They're together here. Over here, they're in Hurricane here. They're taking her over. And all of Europe, they're easily accessed because all the doors were open. India here. China's now in India. They do a business together, but India, they had to build a wall or protection, because even after they became in the BRICS and traded business, China was trying to integrate in their borders. Thank God Saudi Arabia is open to bringing peace and diplomacy of truth. And there is Iran. Iran is the one that is making military tools for Russia. And you just saw that Iran and Israel are at war because Iran is a biblical prophecy that the Arabs will be released from Jerusalem area, Israel. And it's interesting because I did say all the Arabs, all the people, Palestinians, all of them, they were supposed to be leaving instead of staying, because there's going to be so many killings in the beginning. You can look at my podcast. My name's Lisa Luchard. But Russia and China are here. And I said they are together, and they built right in North area here. They have right here, they have a port here for trading and delivering of planes and everything. Did you know that? And then I said that they have boats. They came across, and I didn't mention Greenland, but they came across all the way down to Canada, and they have Russia has, in China, they have secret things there and offices set up there. So there you are there. Then here is United States. So they're on the border of the United States here. Then in Mexico, Honduras was sold by President Castro. She's sold by China. China came all the way across here and does business with them and gave them a little money. And they're going to go downhill because the change, they didn't do it with Bitcoin. They probably do it with the currency. Their currency is not strong. And then so China is right there with Russia. Because remember, China and Russia are together. And North Korea. But I believe they're silent. They're being silent. Okay? But remember, China is in deep, deep monetary system problems. So is Russia. I said that Putin would lose half his business, but he's making money on gas now and oil. So North Korea and Russia are together. Then Russia is also over here in Brazil, and so is China. They have trading. But remember, Honduras, there's China right there, and they could come on that side. And because they're friends, China and Russia, they could come together and plant something there. Then you have India. We talked about India. Then Africa, beautiful Africa. It's terrible. See, it's one of the largest landmass having the most commodities and natural resources. And they're down here in the south. Russia is down on the south making missiles. And Iran is making the nuclear warfare for them. Are you listening? And then poor China came in here and built two big coffee companies, and they're going to make a lot of money, but not for Africa, for China. So they're in there too. So if China's in there, they could bring Russia down in here too, which they are. And I asked Africa to hire people of good conservative countries like the United States and other places in Europe to be their leaders in their country, to teach them and help them to build up businesses so they don't have to go outside to do their business. All the real wealthy go outside in Africa to do their business. And they live in a caste system, just like Maloney said. She's protecting the children, that the gold, when they get all the gold, because I still do, but the global, I took a sabbatical to do this work, but the global luxury commodities come from Africa, and they have little kids mine it in holes, and they give them very little money and keep all the money, and they send it, to Europe and other places. Then you have the area here in Taiwan, okay? And then all the islands, and it's terrible. They're also there, China. They were in the South Seas. I said that because I didn't know about the Black Islands, because I couldn't study all the details with all the work I was trying to, because I'm a generalist. I was trying to get every subject. You could see my book because I'm a supply chain economist also, and also about economy and vaccinations and health and foods. So here they were in here. And did you know that they found some undercover water systems of submarines in Taiwan, which I said that all the borders have to be watched. All the borders have to be watched on what Russia and China is coming in, and especially for our own America. I said that I wanted to have a dome made, special dome, where, and I drew a dome in a physics measurement of where to put the drones to block the nuclear coming in until we make that special airplane that they could that has the nuclear blockage to block. And here's Alaska, that's us. And so they could also come around here. But Canada, I believe there's going to be things that open up, and they'll see that there'll be things coming in. And I think that Canada should come with us, and we should treat them with a beautiful, tender glove and help them. But President Trump, we never had war, okay? With all this, even when he came after Obama, when Obama brought our country down to the lowest it ever could be. And we didn't have any war when President Trump was in. President Trump had to bring peace. And he is going to bring peace, but this right, and the team, okay? But Putin, he is a very pompous, very strategic genius, just like President Trump said years ago, that you have to treat him with respect and a tender glove, and he's old school, okay? And so, and he wanted to get Hurricane for many reasons, for imperialistic and other personal reasons. So it's just not that. He's an imperialist, and he follows after Hitler. It's a very serious idea. And you have to be very careful, and he's strategic. And I told you, China in 10 years, that was 3.5 years ago, their plan, they wanted to take over America. So Russia and China and North Korea, they're together, brothers and sisters. And then you have Iran. Those are all friends together, but Russia and China are everywhere. They could be in the oceans here if they don't see it. And then there's a whole bunch of drones that are around in different areas that can't be identified to watch us. And so do you understand? And then Brazil, they're in Brazil also because China is working with Brazil. Do you understand the complexities of this situation? So we need to come back together on the table. Okay, my name's Lisa Luciardi. We need to come back together with President Trump and on the table, okay? And come back together, and we need to respect each other now and see. And we need to realize. And my beautiful friend, President Trump loves you. Okay, Zelensky, I want you to tell you, he loves you and he loves the people. Okay, did you know that? All he talks about if you listen, that all these men have been killed, and same thing with me. Okay. I say they've been killed. So what you need to do is you need to respect him and come back with a suit, sweetheart. Okay? Mommy knows about that. I'll say, Mommy, I know about that. Okay? Because I walked the path in different men that were similar to his thought. Not like him, but similar to his culture. You need to wear a suit. And we love you very much. Okay, Zelensky? Okay? You've been working to protect your country and Europe, okay? And America. But you need to wear a suit, and you need to be, you are humble, but you need to wear a suit, and I'm not judging you, but I have 8 brothers, and my ex-husband was 25 years my age, and I've been a coach for many men, okay? And your wife is so beautiful, okay? She loves you very much. And your whole country loves you, okay? And you need to wear a suit, and then you need to go back, and you need to work together, okay? Work together with President Trump and Zelensky together. Did you get it? And that's what we're going to do, and all is well. And J.D. Vance, he was just trying to protect President Trump, which I do too, okay? And that's what I was trying to say when they tried to put him down when he wanted to talk to Putin. It's not that he's trying to be on sides. He had to bring Putin to the table. So let's come together, okay? And realize that we have to come together right away. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And all is well. This is Lisa Luciardi, and we're going to make it work. And thank you so much. Let's keep on going. There's some people that are coming on, and we're inviting them, so maybe we could have a discussion right away here. So who are these people? Do you have a discussion? Do you have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? I brought 2 people on. If you have any questions, this is a very serious thing. I've been working on this for years. Okay? I've been working on this for years. And here is many of my negotiation with humanitarian. For some reason, it's not allowing me to open up my negotiation page. Let's see. Here it is right here. So we need to negotiate properly, and I apologize. That's the wrong document. But you can see all my work. This is not something I just planned like today or yesterday. I've been working on this for years because I'm called to do it, and I want to show you right here. Here is Iran, and Iran has a nuclear. That's where they make their money, and we need to be very, very careful. Netanyahu is working with them now, but also they're working on the other side. Think about it, the other side too, with Russia. God bless you. We're going to make this work. Thank you so much. And I apologize. For some reason, it says send invite. Your audience is set to public, so anybody can watch this live. Send invite. But it says that I'm not able to bring you on. Maybe because they can't join your broadcast at this time. Because you know why? Maybe because they blocked me from all groups. You can look at my work, and I need your help. I want to speak at your event. I'm also a singer, and I have some beautiful, beautiful songs. But I'm a speaker, and I've been working on this before 2012. You could look at my work, and I need some book reviews, and I need and donations. And I appreciate your time, and I want to see who this gentleman is from Greece. Please look me up and send me an email, Lucia, Lucia, ARDEN @hotmail.com. Is there anything else I could help you with? Here is my my website. And I'm sorry, my Lincoln, they took off my Lincoln, and they took me off TikTok. So I could see people want to get on, but they won't allow me to get you on. And I see it's Pie and Burger. It's interesting. Pie and Burger. I used to go to that restaurant, and I try to get people in there to develop, because I'm from Pasadena, and Pasadena area where that's from. So thank you so much. God bless you. We're going to make this work. All listen, this is serious. God bless you.